That's our top story in Baton Rouge today. The Pardon Board took swift action in a 3-1 vote to deny the request for a clemency hearing for 2 Central Louisiana death row cases.
Yeah, Alina Noakes joins us in the studio with the details. And Alina, what were the determining factors in the denials?
Well, guys, ultimately, the board's denial of a clemency hearing for both Tracy Lee and Larry Roy was decided by their crimes. Now, that may seem like an obvious factor, but the board was taking into consideration things like their prison record and testimonials of support. And for Larry Roy, that very well could have made an impact. Larry Roy, now 63, was convicted on first-degree murder charges in the May 1993 stabbing deaths of Freddie Richard Jr. and Rosetta Silas in Cheneyville. They were both at the home of Sally Richard, who Roy once dated. She and her 2 sons were injured in that attack, having their throats slit, but managed to escape. Roy claims he did not remember committing those crimes because he was intoxicated on beer, gin, and cocaine. Today, Roy's prison record was made public with a notable lack of write-ups. In fact, he has not had a single write-up for the 30 years he has been on death row, which the board acknowledged as a rarity. He is also committed to sobriety, completing multiple faith-based programs and giving to charity, and efforts he said in a letter to the board were to put good back into the world.
30 years ago, I had no respect for life, no respect for my own life, and no respect for others. There were so many reasons why I was at rock bottom, but even saying them out loud feels like an excuse. Over the years, God has brought people into my life who taught me how to show love for others, who taught me that I am also worthy of love, and I hope to show that today.
Roy said he was not asking to be released from prison, but to have a chance at a life sentence. Multiple victims in the case recounted the pain brought on by Roy's actions that follows them even now. One victim injured in the attack, unable to speak higher than a whisper due to his throat being slashed. Testimony also coming from the children of those killed. Charles Silas recounted the weight of his mother's death, which he relives every Mother's Day, just days after the anniversary of her murder.
This man took something away from me that I can never, ever get back. And now he wants us to give him this. I'm sure he changed, and I thank the God, Lord, that he has changed. But you still have to give him accountability.
Now, Tracy Lee, on the other hand, has had multiple write-ups on his prison record. Lee is convicted of killing 15-year-old Ron Blackston during a burglary in Natchitoches in 1985. At the time, he was a soldier stationed at then Fort Polk. He also raped the teenager's sister and mother before stealing cash from the family. Today, Ron's mother is no longer alive, but Ron's family recounted the immense grief they have felt every day for 38 years, details not contained in any case record.
They don't mention the first Christmas after Ron's death. My mom had placed gifts under the Christmas tree with his name on it, and we had to remove them to keep her from being upset. Days and years of seeing my mother and my sister, depression and heartache. We still haven't gotten the justice that the family needs.
That there are still administrative hearings scheduled for other clemency applications throughout the year. Even if granted a hearing, none of them will happen before Governor John Bel Edwards leaves office. Back to you guys.